what we've had is when I started working in this system, we had these families, very normal nuclear families, you would assume, typical elephant family. And we later did genetic work on it after sort of being there for 10 years, having them all individually identified. So we know all the different elephants, we know who they're with. And they're like, oh, well, we just assumed they were sisters because the bond is the same as you see with sisters. And we did the genetics on them, and in multiple cases, repeatedly, we found that they had no genetic relationships whatsoever. And we don't know the history of those groups, but presumably those groups, that something happened to them and they formed these bonds. And the bond, the friendship, like I would call this a friendship bond. It's not a genetic, not a familial bond, but it's indistinguishable to me as an observer. It's indistinguishable from a familial bond. And so that reforming of that tight and that close of a relationship, even when it has no genetic relatedness, to me epitomizes the value and the importance of those contacts. And we know, mental well-being in humans is very strongly related to how developed your social network is, and if you have these outlets. And I think that's one of the things that's been so clear to me with elephants is that when the worst happens and you lose these social relationships, your social fabric is torn, they repair it, they rebuild it